First of all, no new tax has been introduced. I think Kenyans need to appreciate this because the government, the new administration, has not yet presented its budget to the House. And no taxes can be imposed without the approval of Parliament. So there is a misconception which needs to be corrected in the media because there are no new taxes yet. Okay? Now there could be debate on what could be either new revenue measures or neutral revenue measures or those that may be perhaps abolishing certain levels of taxation. Now this is something that will then be presented to Parliament and discussed, canvassed, and if Parliament then sees it fit, then we can process and move forward. But if you listen to the President's remarks, he's been talking more about broadening and improving the efficiency of revenue mobilization as opposed to increased taxation. All right? So there are efficiencies. We need to continue working with the KRA to deal with the loopholes that still emerge or persist within the revenue collection areas. Leverage more on technology for purposes of mobilization. And this is how we will really grow the revenues, because taxation is elastic. There's a breaking point. There's a breaking point. If you do it too much, it will snap. And that means that you'll end up defeating the very purpose for which you set out to achieve. So we are very clear that there's very little legroom, and that is why you have seen what you call a very strong sentiment in terms of cutting back expenditure and also in terms of taking very tough decisions on subsidies that were unsustainable, because the subsidies were not free. They were being funded by the taxpayer. All right? So we are removing that burden from the taxpayer.